Right now on the upside, we love helping folks save money. So today, see how you can keep your cash while still looking pretty fab.
Plus, two moms working out of her garage, giving new life to kids' old clothing.
The upside rocking out and sharing the good news of these glory days. Yeah, let's go.
It's time to look up.
Let's talk about
See,
this.
that's a great idea.
To enjoy stories showing the brighter side of life.
A catalyst for growth.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Showing good people doing great things.
This is my purpose.
Turning troubles into triumphs.
What a creative solution.
Everyday heroes rising up to inspire hope. Right now on the upside.
Take a look at this little leaguer with a big personality. This is 4-year-old Easton.
Yeah.
Yes, lighting home, breaking out the Griddy dance. The video goes viral and gets the attention of NFL star Justin Jefferson, who of course popularized the moves as his touchdown dance. And Jefferson shared it on his Instagram and called little Easton's Griddy, quote, elite.
Oh man, gotta love the Griddy. And he's doing it. He's got it too.
It's good.
He's got it. He's feeling it. Oh, it's amazing how viral that went. How everybody knows the Griddy now. That's
So
beautiful.
cute.
Beautiful. Thanks for being with us. Let's start as we always do here with the stories from the very top of our feet on this hump day. Here we go. Today we start with a special surprise for a very special young lady.
Yes, Luella Bowden is a powerlifting prodigy. She's deadlifting and squatting more than 400 pounds. The high school senior entered the sport just a year ago, and part of her power, she says, comes from facing adversity. Her father died when she was 7, and her mother's battle with addiction brought her to live with her grandparents in Arizona. She found strength inside and then transformed herself. Her story caught the attention of 4-time world's strongest man.
I have the record for squat, bench, and deadlift, and total for sub-junior, junior, and open women. The person I was when I first came to Arizona saw me now. She would be so surprised.
I found lifting when I was a young man and got into it, and it always provided me a place where I could go and I could train and the weights weren't going to judge me. So I'm sure you have found that same thing. Really, really excited for you and wanted to wish you all the best.
The weights were not going to judge me. Listen to what he said there. Now, Luella's next stop is Nationals and then the World Championships in Romania. She's looking for sponsors through a GoFundMe page, which we have linked on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Upside News. Check it out. And the backstory on her really is remarkable. The fact that she had, had a tough upbringing with both of her parents, but instead of going one route, she found inspiration in it as opposed to kind of veering off course and choosing a darker path. She let that pain kind of inspire her to do something good.
Right.
And that to me is the moral of that story. That's amazing.
Definitely. And I think although many people might not be able to lift the heavy weights she's able to lift, I think a lot of us can relate to finding a place where you could just have a release, right? Like finding a place like a gym where, like the guy said, the non-judgmental weights, just a place where you could sort of let go, be yourself, feel good. I mean, the endorphins rushing through your body. And so, apparently that was a start to something really great and maybe an athletic career for this young lady.
Everybody needs an outlet. You may not get to the World Championships like she is, but you need an outlet, whatever it may be. So our next story right now celebrates one of the good people out there going the extra step to help her neighbors enjoy life just a little more.
That's right. Debbie Miller lives in Akron, Ohio, great city. And one day her little pup got hurt by stepping on a piece of trash. So instead of complaining about it, Debbie took action. She picked up a trash grabber and some garbage cans and just started cleaning up her neighborhood.
A lot of glass. I've swept up 108 piles of glass so far. I recently just added a recycle bin to my trash cart. I found a pile of broken glass the other day. I went back the next day to clean it up. Someone already did. That's a first. That hasn't happened before.
Wow. See, look, a lot of folks, all of us sometimes are much better at complaining than doing something. She's doing something.
Right.
That's impressive. Little action can go a long way. We do have a link to the Keep America Beautiful website on our Facebook page as well if you'd like to volunteer in your own community, like that lady right there who's making a small difference right there on her block. Beautiful.
And I think what also is really impressive is like, it'd be very easy to do the opposite. Like, she didn't go and complain. She didn't go,
Right.
fire off, on her Facebook page
Dear
or wherever.
City Council.
I'm so mad that, okay, well, it happened. What can I do about it? It's like she asked herself the question. And, if only more people would do that, not litter, not make the mess in the first place, or take a second. I mean, doing what she's doing is really admirable. I don't know many people who would go out and take time to do that.
And what she said about the pile of glass, she came back, it was already gone. So somebody's following her lead. So
Exactly.
the power of example, top of everything else.
You
Love
got
it.
Oh, well, now we go from neighborhood sidewalks to the most famous sidewalk in America. You have the chance to pick who gets a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Wow, that's right. The nominating process just opened, and it is indeed open to the public. There's a $250 fee. The deadline is May 26th, and you can check out the process at walkoffame.com. I never knew there was a public part of that. I just thought some, LA committee.
Same, yeah, same.
Yeah.
And I'm going to blow your mind some more, Rob Nelson. Look at this. Among the list of stars who aren't on the Walk of Fame yet, Denzel Washington, Julia Roberts, Leonardo DiCaprio, Beyonce, Bruce Springsteen, and I'm sure there are plenty more really famous A-listers who aren't there yet, and we gotta, get it going. TikTok, everybody.
That makes
TikTok.
no sense.
Yeah.
And all of those people should have years
Honest to
ago
goodness.
had one.
Wouldn't
What
you
is
have thought
happening?
if somebody said, place a bet that every one of them was already,
Right.
placed there with a star? I would have.
How many
of course.
Oscars do you need? How many albums do you have to sell to get on the sidewalk?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
kidding me?
Well, and somebody like Denzel, Julia Roberts are both like synonymous with Hollywood, with
Right.
movies in America. Like, I'm like,
Been A-listers for 30 years. Let's get on it. All right,
Yeah.
we'll join. We'll
we got to join the committee.
get those wheels turning.
Have the upside to make a pick, huh?
Exactly. And then you agree to come on the show. See, that's how you work. Okay, everybody, time to bring you just a few quick stories that are just fun to know. And today we turn our focus on one of the greatest television dramas of all time coming to an end.
Dallas ended its 14-season run on this date back in 1991. And to put that into a little perspective for all of us, the series started 2 years before Macaulay Culkin was born.
Wow.
And it ended after Home Alone came out.
This was such a massive, massive hit in its heyday. Now, fun to know that one of the biggest cliffhangers in TV history, if you're a fan of the show, you already know where this is going, came about because of contract negotiations. The outcome of the famous Who Shot JR episode and whether the character made famous by actor Larry Hagman lived depended on whether Hagman would re-sign his deal, which he did. See, the backside of TV, right? Mm-hmm. All about the contract.
Right. And it's also fun to know the actress who the deed got pinned on is Mary Crosby, who, yep, you guessed it, Bing Crosby's daughter.
I think, yeah, I remember that was like, I think to this day holds up as still one of the most celebrated cliffhangers in TV history. Who shot JR was like, that was the summer hiatus question before the show came back in the fall. Huge numbers. Well, that was an iconic show.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
my gosh. Wow. Well, we have to squeeze in a quick break, but don't go anywhere because when we come back, we are celebrating sustainable fashion with a group of designers who are inspiring other people to shop with a purpose.
I'm that person that when they're like, oh, I like your outfit, I'm like, oh, it's thrifted. Like, I make sure I tell people, and then they're like, oh.